Now, think about this. I'm about to go to the conspiracy on you.
All right, go ahead.
He's free now, right?
Uh-huh.
Several weeks ago, they denied his bond because he was a threat, right?
Right.
But several weeks after that, he's A-OK.
Right.
But
that's how they do you.
So are they trying to set you up?
Yes, that's the game. That's the game. They say,
now, Brandon.
Yeah.
Now, do you recognize the gentleman's on here?
So the first one is a gentleman.
Hello?
Okay, yes. This is Young Thug and Gunna.
All right. Do you know in the background? I don't know too much background. You know in the background about this case? Yeah.
Well, not necessarily about this case, but these two did get pulled over together, and they had some drugs and a firearm in the car. And I only know about this because Gunna and his plea deal or whatever he accepted recently, he was saying that the stuff in his car wasn't his. So kind of putting it on Young Thug. And he got released. You know, he denounced the gang and said they need to disband. He did say YSL was a gang. Did you see when he was doing that in court?
Said that?
Oh, yeah, he said that.
See,
no,
Brandon,
they asked him. Go ahead.
And break it down more because we can see how this court system works.
But that's what I'm saying.
He only said one word.
Well, go ahead. Oh yeah, he said yes, ma'am, and that. So they asked him, you know, but if they ask you something in court and you yes, ma'am, that's you denouncing. That's you saying this in a gang. You're denouncing it. You're saying it needs to be disbanded. And he said all of this so he can get his time cut or get released or get this deal that they set up for him.
So did he snitch?
Did he snitch? I think he did, because I think he did something. He had to do something illegal that they have on him. Because if you just rapping and you listen, hold on. If you just rapping and you're not really involved in this, I think he should have enough money where he said, well, I'd rather fight it than have to do what he's doing now and have to live with that. Because like I say, in your music, you say you don't do this. He was talking about Freddie Gibbs, another rapper, snitching, and now you're in this predicament. And soon as they give you a deal, you take it. You ready to denounce the game.
So, what lessons can we walk away with the things that happened this past week? What's the lessons learned for the audience, in your opinion?
Same thing with Megan, Tory. Like, you need to know who your friends are. If they're doing illegal stuff, you need to know that, and you need to either disassociate yourself with them, or you need to be riding with them. You can't play both sides. You cannot play both sides.
Well, I'll go explain Brandon's answer
a
little better.
Go ahead.
You need to get to a state that says, I don't know nothing.
Yeah, okay, right.
If they do a drug deal, if they doing whatever they doing, watch this. I ain't seen nothing.
But that's what I say. I think he should have did that and be like,
ain't nobody text me nothing.
Right.
Ain't nobody communicate me nothing. I wasn't around what just happened. And future rappers, how to stay out of this predicament. All you got to do is record your music, perform your music, and go home and watch the TV.
They can't do it. You got to be in them streets.
Nah.
You got to be in them streets.
Record your music, perform your music, go home and watch some TV. And if this is your CEO, Slim Thug, Young Thug, he can do anything you want. You can hear stuff, but ain't the truth. If you ain't never seen nothing, is YMC a game? I ain't never seen them being a game. Hell no, they ain't no game. Right. So they can't hear me up.
They said they tied it to a gang, YSL as a gang, because a snake has something to do with a gang, and that's the way they can do a RICO, just off of that. That's just how law enforcement works. And they, like I say, they have to have something on him where he feels like he can't take it to trial and beat it. So this is his only option if he wants to come home.
How you know, Brandon? You don't know how they set this case up.
I don't know how they set the case up, but I'm going off what I feel. So like you said, it would make sense to say, look, I'm just a rapper. I don't do anything in the street. I just make good music. Why am I in a RICO? Why?
Well, he probably was in the car and seen something.
Right, he was in the car. Like I said, they got pulled over. We just never really heard about that until this happened.
And which I tell people, write your stuff, perform your stuff, and go home. Don't be in the car. If you didn't see nothing, you don't know nothing.
Right.
If you heard something, you still don't know nothing because you didn't see nothing.
But like we say, they get depressing you in them rooms.
Brandon, we don't know the evidence.
We don't. But he knows the evidence. And if you're doing something wrong, you know that you done did something wrong. And that guilt eats at you. So yeah, that's what happened.
Brandon, just like you said last week, when a white girl had bags under her eyes for sitting in county, that could have broke. They ain't need no. See, this is strong with the justice system too.
Well,
you get arrested, and you're supposed to have a fast and speedy trial. These guys are lucky, so it only took like 6 months, 8 months to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Normal people, you be sitting in jail for 2 years,
right?
And you can be innocent before you get your trial. But maybe he didn't like that, man.
And not only that, he was trying to bond out, but they were decline his bail. So I think at least 2 or 3 times.
Watch this. Now, think about this. I'm about to go to the conspiracy on you.
All right, go ahead.
He's free now, right?
Uh-huh.
Several weeks ago, they denied his bond because he was a threat, right?
Right.
But several weeks after that, he's A-okay.
Right. But that's how they do you.
So are they trying to set you up?
Yes. That's the game. That's the game. They say, but they know, they're like, look, we don't care if you did some crimes. We don't care if you killed somebody. We want the big fish. You a little fish. We want the big fish. So yeah, we'll let you. You can do whatever you want. You're not getting out until you tell us what we need to know and be able to testify when we need you. You can go home tonight if you want to.
I'm gonna re-say this again. Several weeks ago, he was a threat to society.
Right.
That's why you deny a bond, right, Brandon? Or you go flee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Several weeks later, he's eating hot wings at Golden Corral.
Right.
See?
Right.
So was he reformed in those 3 weeks?
Yes. He found God.
It's
a setup. But that made me think about the other thing too, because they rap about switches and just doing a lot of things, and they probably got their hands on a lot of legal stuff. Like the police have been watching them for 10 plus years.
They found a machine gun, allegedly, in Young Thug's house.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of machine gun that was, Brandon?
I can't remember what kind it was.
Switch.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
So it was something around this big, and they was labeling it as a machine gun.
And they already knew he had it. Like I say, they want to rap about it. They want to carry him. And then when they get arrested or get pulled over with them, it can't be, oh man, the police trying to jam us up, this and that. You put your own self in these situations. These are 2 millionaires right here. Do you think you need to be having a switch still? If you do, you need to hire a security guard, a security team. Don't move sloppy.
I'm going to correct you. Now, this may be wrong. This may be not wrong. I think Slim Thug is maybe a multi-millionaire. Young Thug is a multi-millionaire. But Gunna, he may be in debt millionaire.
Right.
So he got.
He's not living check to check. No, really, he could if he changed some things with his lifestyle, of course. But he's all right. These brothers are well off. He don't need to go down to Popeyes to get an application. He's doing okay. In
10 years, me and young Gunna be on the same level, man. we'll be on the same level.
So
he got the Range Rover truck, but in 10 years we're gonna be on the same level. He'll be next door neighbor.
Right. So does it make sense to do this? To go the rap way, get yourself in these gangs, do illegal stuff just to feed your family and wear all these expensive clothes? Is it worth it in the long run? To be in, and now you're incarcerated or dead, because that's what happens to a lot of rappers. You either go to jail or get killed.
Was Gunna ever in the game? Or
technically, yeah.
Or he just signed up and hung around.
He signed. Got caught up. I think Young Thug. I remember when maybe like 7 years ago. I remember just hearing about him, and Young Thug signed him. He was an artist. So now, just like with a gang, you in the gang now. If you're not in the gang, you need to make sure you put that in the music, because that's what the law is going to look at. They're going to be like, what did you say when you was rapping about you being YSL? I'm just part of the music team. I'm not really in the gang. It's not a gang. You didn't do that. You was repping and pushing the gang. That don't sound right, but that's what the law is going to do.
Well, I can't tell you, but I tell this people, if you want to be a rapper, there's a less than 1% chance you go become famous. If you become famous, the music companies go rape you.
Yeah.
Young black males, feminine black males that comes off as thugs, they gonna want to kill you.
Yeah.
And
but why? Let me ask you this: why do people want to kill rappers? Why do some black males want to kill rappers?
Just like two young girls get jealous as one got a pretty dress on, the other one don't.
Basically,
these rappers are feminine, they soft, and they ain't man. Brandon, please excuse my language. They from single family households.
Okay.
And they got a lot of bitch in them.
Right.
And
you shouldn't be so jealous of somebody that you want to do harm to them.
But that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth. It's a rapper that I started listening to yesterday. Finesse 2 Times.
Yeah. I started doing the same thing.
He was in jail a third of his life.
Right.
And if you look up why he went to jail for, it's like this. You in another state, another person talking shit, a shootout happened, you go to jail for 5 years for some people in Arkansas.
Right.
And you from Tennessee?
And your whole life is altered. I mean, he's doing okay now because he's out and he's rapping, but still, what's to say it happened again? It sounds like he learned from it. He learned some things from going to jail and going through that. But can it happen again? Yeah.
And then 3 years before that happened, aggravated robbery. I thought you was a pimp. Why you robbing people?
Right.
What's going on with that? So, Brandon,
check your emotions. Check your emotions.
If his voice sounds great, he raps like he's older, which he's 30 years old.
Right.
And he talks about like stuff you like to feel. But please, I pray for that young man to don't live it no more, man.
Yeah.
Don't live it no more.
His music is okay. It's kind of repetitive, but like I said, I'm glad he's doing that. Educate people through your music. Tell them what you went through, and he kind of does that. But don't keep doing the same stuff. Don't, because I think he was saying he likes shooting dice and stuff like that. Like we gotta get out of doing stuff like that in dangerous environment. But we love to do it. Well, not we, but some people love to do that. They get their adrenaline rushing. You got to get past that. If you leveling up, you can't go back to previous levels doing the same stuff, because you're gonna end up fighting stuff that you used to fight when you don't even need to fight that stuff anymore. Because you're in a better, not necessarily a better place, but you're in a different life. You're experiencing different things.
Like we said at the first of the segment with Young Thug and Gunna, rap your music, perform your stuff, and go home.
They ain't doing it.
He has enough content. He has enough life experience to rap about the same stuff, to get your money and go home, man.
So let me ask you this: is now that Gunna's out, do you think he's gonna rap the same stuff? Do you think his career is gonna continue? Do you think people care?
Me personally, I don't listen to Gunna. I don't listen to a few songs with Gunna's on, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he had a song with Little Baby.
Yeah,
that's about all I know.
he has some stuff. Like I say, he's a good artist. I think his last song was Pushing P. You might have heard it
a little bit.
Yeah, But when 6ix9ine was snitching, it seemed like everybody came down on him. It seemed like with Gunna, people kind of want to give him a pass. They don't want to say
people to go down. 6ix9ine is a Mexican. He ain't black.
Okay,
they ain't come down on him.
Well, I think they were quick to say, he's snitching. We let him in the community. He's doing this. I just don't think people are ready to say Gunna snitching. They'll give him a pass before they give 6ix9ine a pass, just because they don't like 6ix9ine. But
what happened to T.I.? Well, he came out there with the Just Say No Crime Stoppers.
Right. They kind of came at him too. And did you see this thing recently with T.I.? T.I. was saying he was facing a charge, him and his cousin, but his cousin was deceased. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, my cousin came to me in a dream or whatever, and we said, just go ahead and say I did it. So
how old is it? Is this the one where he first?
I'm not sure.
The second time he got the guns?
I'm not sure. T.I.'s done so much stuff.
Okay, is this before Paper Trail, or after Paper Trail?
I'm not sure, because was Paper Trail when he got caught with the machine guns?
It was last time, ain't it?
Okay, I can't remember, but it seemed like it had to be an older case. This might have been his first, when he first got arrested, like previous, and then he got the other stuff because he beat it, and we didn't really hear anything about that. I don't ever remember nothing about that.
He didn't beat. He didn't beat nothing.
Well, with his cousin, because I don't even remember hearing that.
He did he didn't beat it. He had to do the Crime Stoppers.
No, but was that for that thing with his cousin?
I don't know, but he had to do the Crime Stoppers.
So is that snitching, doing a Crime Stoppers commercial? I don't think that's snitching.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's snitching. Like, people shouldn't do crime, of course. That's not snitching. I don't think. Now, if me and you do a crime and I tell on you, because I don't want to get caught, that's snitching. When you physically tell it on somebody.
I think snitching is y'all both in the illegal field, and one of y'all tell, but y'all supposed to know the rules of the game.
Right.
Now, if a law-abiding citizen sees something, no, that's not snitching. That's trying to clean up your community. They don't have to follow no street rules.
Right. And I think that's why people get kind of, I don't know, they just want to be so street, even if they don't have to be. Like, if you see somebody getting raped, you can't even tell because that's snitching. No, that don't even make any sense. You should be checking people in your own community anyway. Then if you want to send them to law enforcement and have them locked up for doing that kind of stuff, you need to. But we can't just have people doing stuff and there's nothing we can do about it, because if we tell what's going on, then we're labeled a snitch and a rat and people don't want to deal with us.
Now, we talked about this several weeks ago, but part of the game is snitching.
Yeah.
So it's natural for a person who's facing time to find a better.
It's normal, yeah.
That's really normal.
Because what percent of the people you think are solid? They're gonna do a crime, or somebody did a crime with them, and they're just not gonna cooperate. They're just gonna sit down and do the time.
You rarely find solid people.
Right.
You rarely find solid people. If somebody owe you money and they ain't paid you yet, they ain't solid.
That's true.
If somebody owe you money, they ain't paid you yet, they ain't solid. So, And how many people owe people money?
Most people.
Whether
do you owe the government any money, or
the government owe me money, Brandon? I got I-bonds. They owe me money.
Do you owe Best Buy any money?
No, I owe no money. Okay. I owe the bank money, and not Best Buy. And I don't owe them money. I'm Brandon.
I'm current.
No, I'm on a term and condition. You clocked out. Is you back here? I'm on a term and condition. I follow the terms, so I don't owe no money. Let's see, Brandon go get back up in here. See, can you come? You're on mute.
Okay, can you see me? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we got one more segment, but Brandon.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm following the terms on the condition. So if you have a contract, if I follow the contract, don't judge me about owe them money. I'm following the damn contract. Right. And you know good and well I can pay that $300 back. I got to pay off before July. I can pay that $300 back if I had to.
I'm just joking.
Shit, money, $300.
That's the same thing black people say. I can pay you that $20. I ain't about to do it right now. I'll give it to you when I give it to you. I'm just joking. But no, so what lesson did we talk? I mean, okay. To sum up, Young Thug and Gunna, same thing. Just know who you're dealing with. Know if these people are your friends or they associates, or if they're your enemies. Because you can be real close with your enemies and don't even know it.
And also, if you want to be a rapper, write your music, record your music, perform your music, and go home. Get you one or two women at the home. Get some wood floors, a big old TV. Get you some shrimps. Get you some crab legs. Chill out, man. You don't have to be doing this stuff and do stuff and make up shit to write about. Because half of the people making up stuff.
Right.
And you're good.
Right. You're right.
All right, Brad. I don't know this man.